I recently audited over 100 Instagram profiles of service business owners, and I noticed something shocking. While 97% of them were delivering great work to their clients, their Instagram profiles look like absolute amateurs, costing them thousands in potential business every single month. Now, if you're a coach, barber, consultant, tradesperson, or any service provider making between 5 and 25K a month, I guarantee you're leaving at least another 5 to 10K on the table because of your poorly optimized Instagram profile. Here's what I found. Most service providers set up their Instagram years ago, barely touch it, and wonder why it doesn't generate any real business. Your ideal clients are checking you out on Instagram before deciding to work with you, and what they see is making them scroll right past you. For those of you who don't know, I'm Jay Adams, and after scaling 14 barbershops and multiple businesses, and now mentoring hundreds of service-based business owners just like you, I've proven that a strategically optimized Instagram profile can be a client-generating machine without requiring endless content creation. So here's the good news. Transforming your Instagram doesn't take weeks of work or complicated strategies. In the next 25 minutes, I'm going to break down and walk you through my 7-step Instagram domination system that you can implement today in just 30 minutes. This isn't bullshit theory. This is the exact system I've used to help service-based business owners across multiple industries turn their Instagram profiles into consistent lead generators without spending a penny on ads. You don't need to become a content creator or a social media expert. Just follow these 7 straightforward steps and you'll see more inquiries, higher quality clients, and better conversion rates within days. All right, so let's get started. All right, step 1, your Instagram authority positioning. The first step is setting up the Instagram authority position. This is the foundation that everything else builds upon. Most service providers make the critical mistake of having vague, forgettable Instagram profiles. They'll write things like barber with a shitty emoji, or business coach, or sometimes, personal trainer, or whatever niche they're in, and wonder why nobody reaches out. This generic positioning makes you invisible in a crowded market. Worse off, it makes you actually interchangeable with thousands of others in your industry. So you're not going to stand out. Now, here's exactly how to fix this in under 5 minutes. So first, I want you to open up your Notes app on your mobile phone and answer these 3 questions. What specific problem do you solve better than anyone else? Don't just say haircuts or marketing. Be specific, like I help men with thinning hair look 10 years younger through precision cutting techniques, or I help trades business people double their closing rate on high ticket sales. So that's the first thing I want you to do. The next question is, who exactly do you serve? Again, be specific. Not everyone or businesses, but professionals aged 35 to 55 who value their appearance but are short on time. Or service businesses making 10 to 30K a month who want to scale without working more hours. Now, the third question is, what tangible outcome do you deliver? Not vague benefits, but concrete results I'm talking about here. A haircut that grows out perfectly for 6 weeks, saving you time and looking sharp for every single meeting. Or a client acquisition system that delivers 10 to 15 qualified leads weekly without requiring your personal time. See how it stands out and appears to be different, right? Now, combine these 3 elements into your Instagram authority position statement. I help specific audience solve specific problem to achieve specific outcome. So let me give you an example here. I help busy professionals with thinning hair look 10 years younger with precision cuts that grow out perfectly in just 6 weeks. This takes less than 5 minutes to create, but completely transforms how potential clients see you when they land on your profile. Okay, so notice how the before examples are generic and forgettable, while the afters are examples of immediately communicating your expertise specifically and the value that you can provide that client. This positioning statement belongs right at the top of your Instagram bio. Take 2 minutes right now and write your Instagram authority statement before we move into step 2. Okay, cool. So the next step is transforming your Instagram visual element. This takes about 5 to 7 minutes, but literally it makes a huge difference in how you are perceived. There are 3 key visual elements we need to optimize on your Instagram profile. The first one is your profile photo. Your Instagram photo is so important and it's obviously your first impression. It's the first thing that someone sees. Here's what most service providers get wrong. It's too distant, it's unclear on the shot, and you can barely see your face. poor lighting or distractions in the background, and sometimes photos that don't align with the actual service positioning. And this is the worst one, it's low resolution or badly cropped images. So instead, to resolve that, what you want to do is follow this simple formula. So I usually get my clients in my business program to use a close-up headshot. Now, Instagram usually displays these small, so getting it close up is very, very important so someone can connect with your look. Now, simple neutral backgrounds are very important. Make sure that you're dressed as you would when you're serving the client, and make sure that clear eye contact, looking directly at the camera, and make sure you're looking approachable and confident is very, very important too, to resonate. Now, definitely we want to be using high resolution and proper cropping. Now, number two is your highlight cover strategy. Most service providers either don't use Instagram highlights or they have random unbranded covers that look unprofessional. Your highlights should act as your Instagram storefront and the covers are the signage. Here's a quick formula to achieve that. So you want 4 to 5 key highlights that showcase your services, processes, results, and testimonials. Consistent branded covers with simple icons or text. And then we want them organized in a strategic order, services first, testimonials last. I've actually created a template below in Canva that you can use to create professional looking highlights in literally 2 minutes. So make sure that you check them out down below in the description. Now, third is your feed aesthetic consistency. The final visual element is your overall feed aesthetic. We've got to make it look good. So when someone lands on your profile, they should get an immediate feeling and sense of professionalism and consistency. You don't need to create a complex pattern or theme, but you should maintain these things. Consistent lighting, so you want bright and clear images. Similar color tones using basic editing or a single filter, so make sure that they're looking the same and on brand. And then you want professional content types, so before and afters, work processes and results. Basically here what we want to do is get your audience to know you, like you, and trust you by using the aesthetics on your page. Take 5 minutes now to update your profile photo and create simple highlight covers using this simple formula that I've just given you. All right, cool. Now you've got that sorted. Let's move on to step number 3, your Instagram bio architecture. Your Instagram bio is your 150 character sales pitch, and most service providers completely waste this space. They either list random credentials no one cares about or fill it with useless emojis. Here's my 4-part Instagram bio architecture formula that converts profile visitors into high converting leads. So part 1 is your authority position statement. So like we discussed earlier, start with your newly created position statement. I help busy professionals with thinning hair look 10 years younger with precision cuts. Part 2, I want you to add one short line that builds trust. So something along the lines of 15 years experience or 2,000 plus happy clients served. Part 3 is an outcome promise. Deliver a clear promise or result. So get a perfect cut that grows out naturally in 6 weeks, along with our previous example, or double your leads without working more hours. Part 4 is a clear call to action. Tell them exactly what to do next. So DM booking for current availability. Tap the link below for my free assessment. Okay, if you want an example of what this should look like, you can head over to my profile on Instagram. It's @jadams.uk, and you can have a look at how mine's structured and then just copy it across to your own niche. This entire bio structure takes 3 to 4 minutes to write, but dramatically increases your conversion rate from profile visitor to prospect. The key is being concise and direct. Instagram gives you limited characters, makes every word count towards conversion, and I'm going to drop a few tips here. Use line breaks. Just add periods or emojis on blank lines to separate the information you're putting there. I want you to also limit the amount of emojis. As sometimes I see with my clients when they come into my program, they've got 100 different emojis on the line. I recommend 1 to 2 per line maximum. And then finally, make sure that you put your CTA, that's your call to action, as the last line for maximum visibility. Okay, so now take 4 minutes to rewrite your Instagram bio using this 4-part formula. Okay, so we're starting to get somewhere. Part 4 now is Instagram content pillars. Now that your profile is structured professionally, let's set up your Instagram content pillars. These are the 3 to 4 core themes you constantly post about to establish authority and attract your ideal clients from your niche. Most service providers post randomly or copy trend formats without strategy. This inconsistency confuses potential clients and dilutes your message. Instead, create 3 to 4 content pillars aligned with your authority position. For example, a barber specializing in men's styling might have these pillars: before and after transformations, processes and technique insights, client results and testimonials, and practical tips and education. A business coach might use these: client case studies and results, systems and process tips, behind the scenes of client work, and common mindset and strategy insights. So here's how to set up your content pillars in under 3 minutes. You want to look at your authority position statement, identify 3 to 4 topics that directly support this positioning. For each pillar, brainstorm 3 simple post ideas. Now, let's turn these pillars into a simple Instagram content plan you can implement in minutes every single week. So your Instagram rotation pattern should look like this. Monday is pillar 1, that might be transformation and results. Wednesday is pillar 2, that's processes and education. And then Friday is pillar 3, that could be your tips or value. And then optional weekend stuff could be pillar 4, and that might be testimonial or social proof. This simple structure ensures you're consistently reinforcing your expertise without having to create content daily.
And there's 2 ways you can do that. You could do that.
Legend. Just on my morning walk.
This one ad literally makes me and my...
For example, here's how I helped a barbershop owner implement this into his business. His Monday post always showcased before and after transformations. Wednesday post shows cutting techniques, and Friday posts offer grooming tips. This simple system tripled his engagement in just 3 weeks. So take 3 minutes now and identify your 3 to 4 Instagram content pillars based on your authority position. Step number 5 is your Instagram engagement accelerator. Now we need to turn your Instagram profile from a static portfolio into a conversion machine. This is where most service providers fail completely. They post and then they disappear. So here's my 3-part Instagram engagement accelerator that takes just 5 minutes daily. Part 1, the Instagram caption formula. For your main feed post, use this simple caption. So the first line is the hook. That could be a question or a bold statement. And then 2 to 3 short paragraphs of value. Now we want to add in the specific question that prompts responses. So don't just write essays here. Instagram is a visual first platform. So we want to create short digestible captions with line breaks to perform better and get the client engaging. So here's examples of engagement-driven questions. Which of these styles would work best for your face shape? Number 1 or number 2? What's your biggest challenge with delegating to your team? Have you tried this technique before? Drop a thumbs up or thumbs down below. Part 2 is the 15-minute engagement window. After posting, set a 15-minute timer and actively engage with comments on your post. So respond to every comment that people have left. Post from potential clients. Leave thoughtful comments on your client's post. This will get them to react and reply back to you. And then stories from clients and prospects. So react and respond again on your Instagram stories from your clients so that then they are going to be visually aware that you've just posted on yours. So don't just say thanks and leave a shit comment. Ask follow-up questions that continue the conversation. So something like, thanks. What specifically about this approach interests you the most? So then we can start getting more engagement and replies inside of your comment section. Part 3 is the Instagram DM converter. This is the magic most miss. When someone engages with your content, use the DM converter to move them toward becoming a client. So you could say something like, I noticed you've been engaging with my content on specific topic. I'm putting together some resources on this. Would you like me to send them over directly? Or you can cover this directly from the comment section. Something along the lines of this. Great question about specific topic. There's more to it than I can cover here in the comments. DM me info and I'll share a resource that breaks it down completely. So Luke, a fitness trainer I was working with, implemented this system and saw his qualified DMs increase from 2 to 3 per week to 12 to 15, leading to 5 new high-ticket clients in just 1 month. And remember, the key here is consistency. 5 minutes of engagement daily is much more powerful than 1 hour once a week. Okay, let's break down number 6, the Instagram lead magnet. So now your Instagram profile is optimized, your content strategy is set, and your engagement is effectively in place. Now we need a system to capture all these leads from all this new attention. Most service providers make 1 of 2 mistakes on Instagram. Either they have no clear offer in their bio link, or they send people straight to a booking page where they're not ready to take action. Instead, what we need to do is create an Instagram lead magnet, a low friction, high value offer that sits between viewing your profile and actually booking your service. Here are 3 of the most common effective lead magnets we can use on Instagram for service-based business owners that you might want to implement into your business. So you can do the Instagram DM lead magnet. So just a simple DM me tips for my free specific resource. For example, in the barber niche, we could say DM me the word styles for my face shape guide and recommended cuts. If you're a coach, you could do DM me systems for my client acquisition blueprint. The benefit of having these DM lead magnets is they start a direct conversation rather than sending people to an external site. They actually get the client coming to you so you can position yourself as the authority. Number 2 is the link in bio assessment. Here we want to create a simple, valuable assessment or quiz that addresses your client's main problem. So for example, a barber would use, what's your ideal hairstyle? Take the 60-second quiz below. And if you're a coach, something along the lines of business bottleneck finder, where are you stuck? Take my quiz below. Strategy number 3 is the quick win guide. So we want to create a single page PDF or checklist that solves an immediate problem. So for barbers, we could create a PDF that breaks down 7 home styling secrets for thinning hair. And for a coach, we could use 5-minute delegation template to free up 5 hours this week. Now we've got 3 different examples of lead magnets that you can use in your business. Here's how we're going to set them up in under 5 minutes. So let's choose one of 3 lead magnet types, create it on Canva or a simple text document like Google Docs, add the offer to your bio and link, and then create a template response for when people request it. For example, when someone DMs you the keyword, you're going to send this. Thanks for reaching out. Here's my free resource. As promised, insert the link. After checking it out, I'd love to know which part you found most useful. I might have some more additional insights to share with you. This continues the conversation and naturally leads towards your service offering. So when my client, who is a fitness trainer, implemented this in his DMs, his qualified conversions increased from 3 to 4 per week to 15 to 20, resulting in 5 new high-ticket clients in literally just a month. Take 5 minutes now to decide on your Instagram lead magnet and set it up so you can get the same results. All right, guys, step number 7 is the Instagram 30-minute system. This final step is creating a simple implementation schedule to maintain your newly optimized Instagram without consuming hours of your time. Most service providers spend way too much time on their Instagram or neglect it entirely. Both are mistakes. The goal is consistent strategic presence that works for your business. Here's the exact 30-minute weekly Instagram system I give to my clients inside of my coaching program, and you're going to get it today for free. So Monday, we allocate 10 minutes. So we want to post pillar 1 content. So that's your structure of results or transformation posts. That should literally take you 2 minutes. Then I want you to engage with comments and relevant hashtags for 5 minutes after that. And then finally, I want you to respond to any weekend DMs, and that should take you about 3 minutes. On Wednesday, we're going to allocate another 10 minutes. So we're going to post pillar 2 content this time, and that's your processes or your education. That literally should take you 2 minutes. I want you to engage again with comments and relevant accounts, and that should take you about 5 minutes in total, and then respond to any pending DMs that you followed up on Monday for. Okay, Friday is going to be another 10 minutes. We literally want to spend 2 minutes posting pillar 3 content, that's tips and value. We want to spend 5 minutes engaging with comments and followers as we did the previous days, and then we want to be responding to any DMs, and that should take you literally 3 minutes. After this, we want to review the weekly results. So we want to look at profile visits, DMs, new clients, and all the data that you've got inside of your profile dashboard. And that's simply it. Just 30 minutes per week to maintain a professional Instagram presence that constantly will generate you leads. Not hours of mindless scrolling, but focused action that actually drives business results. I know I've said it multiple times, but consistency is key here. This simple 30-minute commitment will outperform random bursts of activity or posting sprees followed by weeks of silence. One service business owner I worked with implemented just this schedule alone, nothing fancy, and saw his client inquiries triple within a month while spending less time on Instagram than ever before. Take 2 minutes now to block these 10-minute sessions in your calendar for next week so you can be organized and start taking action on today's training. All right, let's quickly go over what we've learned today in the 7-step Instagram domination system. So we've got Instagram authority positioning, craft your specific expertise statement, Instagram visual optimization, that's professional photo, highlight covers, feed consistency, Instagram bio architecture. This is where we implement the 4-part formula that converts leads into clients. The Instagram content pillars, we're going to establish your 3 to 4 core themes that we're going to display as authority on your profile. The Instagram engagement accelerator, the caption formula, the 15-minute window engagement, and the DM converter. And then finally, the 30-minute weekly system. So that's building a sustainable schedule for ongoing results. The beauty of this system is that it takes just 30 minutes to implement today and 30 minutes weekly to maintain. I've seen service providers across multiple industries implement this exact system and double their inbound leads within weeks without spending a penny on advertising. That's the best part. This isn't about becoming an IG influencer or content creator. It's about presenting yourself professionally and systematically, converting profile visitors into paying clients. That's what we're here for, right? If you implement this system correctly, you'll see more profile visits, more DMs, and ultimately more client bookings. But there is a key question that comes next. How do I convert these new Instagram leads into actual high-paying clients without spending hours on sales calls or wasting time on tire kickers? That's exactly what I help service business owners do with my client acquisition blueprint. After optimizing your Instagram, the next step is implementing a systematic approach to turning those new leads into consistent, predictable revenue without requiring more of your time. If you'd like to see exactly how this works for your specific business, I'd invite you now to book a free no obligation strategy session with me down below, where we'll review your currently new optimized Instagram profile. So I'm literally ready to help you go over exactly what you've just mapped out. We'll also jump into your current client acquisition process, identify the specific bottlenecks that are costing you money, and we can create a custom implementation plan for your business moving forward. This isn't a sales pitch disguised as a strategy session. You'll walk away with real clarity, actionable next steps, whether we decide to work together in the future or not. To book your session, simply click the link down below in the description. We'll spend about 30 to 45 minutes diving deep into your business and mapping out your path to predictable revenue. These sessions are limited by my availability, so if you are serious about turning your Instagram into a client acquisition machine, click the link below to book your spot today. One last thing before you go, if you found value in this training, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I post weekly videos on helping service business owners build systems that create freedom and growth. Also, drop a comment below and let me know which of the 7 steps you're implementing first. I personally read every single one that you guys write down below, and I try to reply to every single comment I can. Also, if you're on Instagram, make sure you go over to IG and drop me a follow at jadams.uk. And if you want to jump into a conversation or have any questions, make sure you reach out. I'm happy to have a look at your profiles. Anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate your time today, and I look forward to seeing you transform Instagram profiles and the results it brings you inside your businesses.